Hello, welcome to Man Friendly Church, a channel dedicated to bringing equality back into the house of God, where we can have 50% men and 50% women meeting together and enjoying the presence of God and each other. I want to ask you a question which a lot of people may never have thought of about their church. Is our building man friendly? What? How can a building be unfriendly to men? Well, there's that old phrase, you only get one chance to make first impression. And if the first impression a man gets is quite negative about your building, he's not starting out with a positive frame of mind before your service even starts. If the place looks scruffy, the grass needs cutting, and he's standing outside, that's putting him off. He walks in, the place needs painting. The paint is peeling from the walls. He's going to start feeling negative before you start. So what do you do about it? Well, you could always try cutting the grass. You could try decorating. You might be saying though, in our church, there's quite a few women and not many men. How are we going to decorate? We're not the sort of ladies that like to decorate. I know some women do. I'm not saying you don't. But if you're in one of those churches, let me tell you, the problem and the solution may be the same thing. Invite the husbands and boyfriends of some of the ladies at your church to come along to a work day. You will be surprised at how many men would actually like to do that, and you will find that the church looks better and it may even make them want to come back another time. Just not too many walls that are pink, please. Be sensible. Give them some decorating jobs they'll like. Yeah, they'll paint the walls in the ladies' toilets, but please make that the only room that's pink. Men walk in, they look around, your building looks impressive, and then they need to go to the toilet. Well, won't they ask where they are? The average man probably won't, until he really needs to. And then he's admitting to himself he's a failure, he can't find them. Make men feel good about the place, make it easy for them. Give them directions to the toilets, put some signs up. Men do not like asking for directions. It's a fact. It means they don't know how to do something, and they don't like to admit they don't know how to do something. Make sure there are some signs up. Men will appreciate it because they know where to go, and being problem solvers and being independent, they don't have to admit they don't know what they're doing. They can work it out for themselves by signs. You'll make men feel more comfortable. But then of course, men, they're never scared of anything. Men are brave. We all know that. Men will do anything. They'll even go fishing at midnight because they can get the best fish at night. They're brave. But let me tell you, there's some things in the average church hall or church sanctuary that will put men off and will scare them. Let me tell you what they are. They may surprise you. The tissue box. What? Men scared of tissues? Let me tell you why they are scared of tissues. Men don't do emotion. We don't cry. We laugh a bit when it's appropriate, but we do not cry, especially in front of people. Men see tissue box there, they're going to be thinking, this is not where I want to be. There might be something emotional. I don't want this. Then they look up and there's these signs on the wall meant to make everyone feel at home and comfortable and loved. And there's signs everywhere that says, love always trusts and love puts others first. And men are thinking, this is not me. This is really girly. So I recommend remove all the signs or most of the signs. You can leave a few up, but if you leave a few signs that are very feminine, believe it or not, you could put some masculine signs up. Give it a little bit of balance. Don't make men feel outnumbered by the women before they even notice the people there. Make the place feel comfortable to them. And of course, everybody loves flowers. Does everybody love flowers? Most men are not really that taken by flowers. I know one man I can think of is Elton John, but that's the only bloke I can think of that says he likes flowers. I recommend maybe one bunch if you really have to, but not on every windowsill. Personally, Our church, we don't put them anywhere, but you've got to make a call on that. And then of course there's the banners. Those things on the wall that look lovely. You think it looks brilliant. And men look and think, oh, that looks naff. The banners, they're hand sewn. They're made by ladies. They look to a lot of men like a cheap cartoon. And they don't like them. It just feels too non-masculine. But do you want to know what's going to really scare a few men off? Leaving tambourines all over the place. Obviously this will be in some churches more than others. But if your church is one of those that puts tambourines out for everyone to play, a man walking in will not be thinking, great, we've got a trained percussion group here. He'll be thinking, oh no, the music's going to be spoilt by people who can't even hit a thing in time. Don't put men off. Get rid of them. Do you really need percussion? God spoke to me years ago about percussion. I used to be a drummer, and when I started playing drums in church, I started playing percussion. I had the tambourine, I had maracas, I had cabasa, I had proper instruments, and I knew how to play them. But God said to me, no, get rid of them. It's off-putting to visitors, and that's mainly going to be men. So I stopped. And of course, you want to do something that makes the man feel welcome, makes the man feel as if it's a place for him. Put some posters up that look masculine. If you're not going to put any feminine ones up, you don't have to put any masculine ones up. But what about in the toilets? Just put something in the toilet, even if there's nothing in the sanctuary. Make the place look man-friendly, even if it is only in the toilets. In the sanctuary, just keep it a neutral grey. Make it, or a neutral beige, something that is not going to put men off. Make the place feel masculine. So what can my church do to make my church building man-friendly? Well, going through it quickly. Make sure the building looks well kept. And if it doesn't, maybe use the husbands and boyfriends of some of the ladies in your church to come along. Men like to get ownership of something. They're more likely to come back on a Sunday if you get them there on a Saturday to do some work. Put up directions for the most used areas in your church. That's simple. Let's get rid of the things that scare men from the sanctuary. Get rid of from your hall the tambourines, the tissues, the flowers, the banners, the very feminine signs. Make things look more neutral for a man. And let's have at least one place where the man feels at home. Put up a sign maybe in the toilets. Just something that says something that speaks to men. If this video has made sense to you and you can see some use for it, please feel free to subscribe to this channel and let other people in your church and other churches you know that you feel can benefit from this. Let's get as many people subscribing to this channel and then putting into action some of the challenges, and let's get as many churches as possible making their church building man friendly. Thank you. God bless.